All right, everybody, get this. Valentine's Day, right. You're about to enjoy some chocolates, and suddenly, bam. What if I told you this whole shebang started with ancient Romans running around and practically nothing, whipping people?
You're kidding, right?
I'm totally serious, and that's what we're diving into today, the wild, true history of Valentine's Day. It's way more exciting than any rom-com.
I bet it is.
We're going deep into an excerpt from The Dark Truth About Valentine's Day. From Lupercalia to modern love, to uncover some seriously juicy secrets.
I'm ready. Lay it on me.
Okay, so picture ancient Rome, February 13th to the 15th, a festival called Lupercalia, honoring Faunus, their god of nature, shepherds. Even the she-wolf who raised Romulus and Remus gets a shout-out.
Wow. So it's not just hearts and flowers then.
Not even close. This was about Roman mythology, their connection to the land.
Makes sense. They took their festival seriously.
Seriously. So they combined all these elements into this big celebration. But here's the thing. The source mentions goatskin loincloths and whips. Not exactly romantic, right?
Yeah, that's not your typical Valentine's Day dinner date.
Not unless things got really wild.
But we have to think like the Romans.
Yeah.
Mid-February. It wasn't just love. It was spring, new beginnings, fertility.
Right. Totally different mindset.
Exactly.
So like they were trying to speedrun winter, huh?
Pretty much.
I get that. But how did they actually celebrate fertility? You know, with the whole goatskin and whips thing.
Okay, so picture this. Priests, called Luperci, running through Rome wearing, well, pretty much just those goatskin loincloths.
No, okay, hold up. So it was like a, what's the word? Bacchanal, just a free-for-all.
Not quite. Lupercalia was very structured. They'd sacrifice goats, and symbols of fertility, right?
Right.
Then they'd use strips of that goat skin, called februa, to, and this is the kicker, gently slap people, especially women.
Wait, February? Like February?
Bingo! Linguistic connection right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, we think of whipping as harsh, but to them, februa meant purification, fertility, good luck, like channeling nature's power.
Huh. So less about chocolates, more like good vibes only.
Exactly.
Okay, but what about the love part? Was there any of that?
There wasn't romantic love like today, but they had this thing called the love lottery.
Love lottery. Okay, now you've got my attention.
Basically, imagine a matchmaking game. Young singles, they'd put their names in something, and boom, the Luperci draw names, pairing them up for the whole festival.
The whole festival. Talk about pressure. Was this to, up the birth rate, or was it, like, fun, too?
It's hard to know for sure. Fertility was huge, yeah. But the whole festival was playful, too. Imagine the excitement. Who'd you get paired with?
Could be awkward. Could be the start of something. Better than dating apps, I guess.
In a way, yeah.
Yeah.
Makes you think, what will our stuff look like to people centuries from now?
Okay, now that's a good question. But back to Lupercalia, it was a big deal for them, so how did we get from that to chocolates and roses?
That's the fascinating part. So Christianity comes along, right? Big dilemma. What do you do with these old traditions?
Yeah, you can't just cancel a popular festival.
Exactly. So they got clever. Instead of fighting it, they incorporated it. February 14th, right in the middle of Lupercalia, became the feast day of St. Valentine, who's all about love.
So same date, new reason to party.
Pretty much. Though the shift from just fertility to romance, that took time. Writers like Chaucer had a hand in that.
Chaucer! He knew a thing or two about love stories.
Right. His poem Parliament of Fowls. Birds choosing their mates, and guess when? February 14th.
So we went from goatskins to lovebirds thanks to poetry. What an evolution.
It shows how much literature shapes our views. Chaucer took an already loaded date and made it romantic.
It's amazing when you lay it all out, from the rituals to the poetry. It all adds up to the Valentine's Day we know.
It really shows how traditions can change and adapt across time and cultures.
Makes you wonder, what other holidays have secret histories hiding in plain sight? It's like we're putting together a puzzle, but with history.
Yeah, a big historical jigsaw puzzle.
And each piece, the rituals, the poetry, it all makes Valentine's Day make more sense.
Right, and it reminds us that traditions, they're not stuck in time, they change with us.
So even though we're not running around in loincloths anymore, we're still celebrating the same basic things: love, new beginnings.
Exactly. It's amazing something as normal as Valentine's Day goes back so far, connects us to these ancient beliefs.
It makes you realize history isn't just in books, it's in everything we do.
And who knows what people will think about our traditions someday, right? What will they uncover about us?
Now that's something to think about. So next time you're celebrating Valentine's Day, remember, it's more than just chocolates and flowers. It's a journey through time, from ancient Rome to Chaucer's poetry, all mixed up into one holiday.
A little bit of history, a little bit of romance. It just goes to show traditions, they have a way of sticking around, even if they change along the way.
And on that note, we'll wrap up this deep dive into Valentine's Day. Thanks for joining us as we explored the wild, surprising, and frankly fascinating history of this holiday. Until next time, keep exploring, and who knows what you might uncover about the traditions we take for granted.